Hello, mystical light beings, and welcome to Lena Mystic, where we embrace our spiritual awakenings by identifying our personal power and authentic selves. I'm here to help you to decode spiritual signs and synchronicities so that you can get on your authentic path to purpose. Today's video is a message from healers, message for healers. I am a healer, so technically message from a healer, but it's for us healers out there. I honestly don't know what I'm going to say in this video as of right now. However, I was divinely called 3 days ago to do this message, and today I was like, I'm going to make it happen. So I'm going to use some tarot cards for this message. These are my divine tools that I use to help decode these spiritual signs and synchronicities and the message that God is trying to deliver to me in an easier fashion. So let's see what our message is. Message for healers. Message for healers. Wow. Okay. So far I'm already getting this energy of lots of weight on your shoulder and feeling like you have to carry everyone else's weight on you. That's normal for healers, especially normal for empaths. Most healers are empaths, so it makes total sense. We kind of just suck up everyone's energy a lot of the time, and it gets weight on our shoulders as if it's our energy. So the best thing for us to do right now is to really shield our energy, shield our aura, so that we are not welcoming in any form of energy that is not for our greatest and highest good. Wow, I didn't expect to be saying that. It's beautiful when you really just channel what the divine is and the source and God is sending you those messages. So I'm definitely gonna have to watch this video over because, like I said, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna say, but it is important that we shield ourselves, protect ourselves, that I protect myself from the energy that doesn't serve my highest and greatest good, the energy that is not in alignment with my highest and greatest good. And sometimes we can kind of feel that or sense that, like if we're with someone who is very emotional in a negative, I don't want to say emotional in a negative way, but emotional in the way that makes us feel negative or feels like it's bringing us down. We have to remind ourselves that that is their energy and we don't have to eat it up, we don't have to suck it up like soil sucks up water, you know. So we have to be cautious about what we're sucking up and intentionally place the shield upon our aura and upon our spirit so that we are not sucking up energy that could affect us and keep us in a disassociative state where we don't even know if that's our energy or not. I personally had an experience where I was driving and I got really emotional out of nowhere, and I was like, I gotta let my mother know that I may die or something like that. And I was like, what energy is that? Because that can't possibly be my energy when I was literally 3 miles away and I didn't feel this, and all of a sudden I'm here. And then I looked around and it's the Pulse nightclub right there. I don't live too far from downtown Orlando, so I was passing the Pulse nightclub and I was like, oh my God, I felt the energy of that night. And that energy is still there because there were so many people who felt that energy. So it's gonna take a while for that energy to wind down, but it's so important for us to realize that we as empaths, as healers, can suck up that energy literally like water goes into soil, and soil sucks up the water so quick. And it's like once the water is in there, it's like you can't really get the water out of the soil. So that is very similar to us. Once that energy is in there, it's very hard to identify that it's not our energy because now it's mixed in with ours. So the way that you want to protect yourself when you are getting caught up in someone else's energy is by intentionally saying, I am protected from any energy that does not serve my highest good. I place a shield of God around me, around my spirit, so that only godly energy can enter within me. Only positive, warming, sacred, healing energy can be welcomed into my aura, into my spirit, into my soul. You want to be very intentional before you do things. Before I do tarot, I always pray. I always try to make sure that it is godly energy that I'm working with. So The biggest message I feel like for today is to be intentional with your actions. Be intentional and kind of have an idea of what you're trying to welcome into your life and what you do not want to welcome into your life daily. And this is not even just for healing, but as healers, like I said, we suck up energy. So try to make sure that you're being intentional with what energy you are sucking up and what energy you are eating. I didn't even get into the cards, but I was just feeling the energy. So let's get into the cards. What are they saying? So the first thing that came out was a Page of Pentacles, and it was kind of confusing for me because I feel like it's a variety of energy. So I really think that this card is giving me the energy of we're entering a new journey where it is time for us to speak up. And I'm seeing this blue, and it's giving me the energy of throat chakra. And it's time to speak up despite whether you think you're gonna lose income or lose people that you treasure in your life. Start speaking up for yourself and protecting your boundaries. Once again, that shield is a boundary. And being expressive, just be more expressive is what I'm hearing, despite whether you think money is going to be taken away, a treasure is going to be taken away. Speak up, because that is a part of you. If you think about it, the parts of you are more of a treasure than anything outer, okay? Anything outer is not as much as a treasure as you are, okay? And I'm seeing this orange, which is giving me the energy of the sacral chakra, where your creativity is, your sexuality, and being more expressive with that. So this card is giving me a lot of more expressive energy and how important it is to express your authentic self and to living your truth and to vibrate higher in your truth each and every day, because you cannot technically vibrate high if you were living to be someone else or something else, because you're not connected to yourself. I believe that vibrating higher has to do with resonating with who you are and constantly healing and trying to be the best version of who you are, who God blessed you to be. Then the next card that came out is the Four of Pentacles. And I kind of want to go over the Page of Pentacles again and say you have to treasure yourself, because the Four of Pentacles has the same energy of treasuring yourself, treasuring your intuition, connecting to it, connecting to that godly source that we feel each and every day. Source is here to guide us. Allow Source to guide you. And a lot of that time, it is that inner voice that you hear, which is your intuition, which is your higher self, okay? So it's just so much energy of treasuring yourself, holding yourself sacred, not giving your energy out to everyone. As healers, we want to heal everybody. We want to be there for everybody, but some people are so draining. It's like, am I getting, because you have to ask yourself, what am I getting from this? Sometimes you get the fulfillment of, wow, I helped this person. But sometimes that person isn't receiving anything you're saying, and you're getting literally nothing in return. Like nothing in return. You are draining yourself. I think my aunt said something like, you can only do but so much at your own expense, or you can, don't put yourself at your own expense. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you're giving so much of yourself, you're washing yourself away. Because you're giving so much of yourself to this person who's not even fueling you back, feeding you back, or doing anything. You're giving up. You're basically giving too much of yourself to these people. So make sure that you're giving yourself to people that know your worth, people that respect your worth and respect who you are in your spirit. And then the Three of Pentacles is about gathering together with like-minded individuals, that are trying to be at a higher vibration. Not, sometimes we're in a dark space and we want to connect with other people who are in that dark space, but it's not always the best thing. You kind of want to have people who are in a lighter space as well, so that you know that it's contagious. Like, it is contagious. That energy is contagious. So you kind of want to get more of that light energy to balance that dark energy that you have, okay? But getting together with people who want to learn more is such a genius idea for all of us healers, because we are constantly learning. We're constantly coming in contact with all different types of people as well. So it's great to always want to learn. I feel like the biggest message beside, the one before, is to always be willing to learn, always be willing to listen. Even things that you don't believe in, you don't know where you'll be in the future. It may resonate with you later, but even though it doesn't resonate with you right now, don't shut it down. Listen, because you have no idea what you may learn, or if it'll, confirm that that is not the path for you. Then we have the Knight of Wands, which is saying don't push yourself too much. Make sure you're taking enough rest. Sometimes you go so hardcore and it's like you're not getting anywhere. So kind of work smarter rather than harder at this time in your life. And for those of you who are watching in the moment that I'm posting this, honestly, this message is for all of us. But any of you who are watching it, this message is for you. However, I'm going to reference the buck full moon that is happening now, and I kind of want to explain it a little bit. By the way, those of you who would like to connect with me for a full moon gathering, I'm doing a buck full moon gathering on July 23rd, 2021. You can check the link in my description box, and it will send you to the full moon gathering with me. It's going to be a very healing session to embrace this latest buck full moon and really connect to our guides, to source, and to our inner spirit and this divine energy that is happening during this full moon. But let's talk about the buck full moon. It is definitely a time of harvest, a time of I've been putting in so much work, now I'm picking my vegetables, okay? I've been planting them seeds. Oh wow, look at them, they're growing. Now it's time to pick them and let them regrow as well. So that is kind of what's happening right now. We have planted so many seeds, especially this year alone, and now we're bearing the fruits of our labor, and it's a beautiful thing because we have worked so hard and we waited to see something big happen. And I feel like this full moon cycle is showing us that something big, at least one thing that's something big, showing us that the hard work that we put in was not in vain and that there's proof that it is paying off. So let's see what these moon cards are saying. So we've got surrender to the divine. The divine is sending us messages. A lot of the time we fight it, we end up being exhausted. But the way that you know that you're following your purpose and you're listening to the divine is you will feel fueled, literally fueled, as you are doing what the divine has guided you to do. You will not feel completely drained or anything, especially if you've been listening to the divine and learning discernment and meditating and praying and connecting. Meditation to me, honestly, is a way just to connect to God. It's the same thing as prayer to me. So if you feel like you have not learned discernment yet, if you struggle to differentiate between the voices that you hear and you don't know like what it is, you want to start praying more often for longer periods of time. And I know that sounds stressful because you're like, oh my God, I kind of have like ADHD, or I get stressed, or I get anxiety while I'm praying. You really want to be able to calm down the voices and calm down the chaos and be able to listen to God. And that is how you're going to know if you're surrendering to the divine or if you're, fighting to get your own way. And you are not the divine. Okay, you're very divine, but you are not the divine. So the divine has a bigger picture for us, for each of us. And sometimes we have this little, and we think it's huge, but like the divine has a bigger picture for us. And that is why it's so important for us to surrender to the divine. So ask God to be present with you each and every day. Ask Source to be present with you each and every day and to send you messages so that you can get on your authentic path of purpose and not have to question whether or not you are on your path. Okay? Have faith in your dreams. Wow. So your dreams are a big deal right now. I just want to say that this buck full moon is telling me so much. This is between us, guys, that our dreams are really coming into fruition. So at this time, ask yourself, what is it that I want? What is it that I desire? As a healer, as an individual, what do I desire? What do I want in my life? And how can I bring that into my life? How can I express my dreams in my life? How can I feed my dreams in my life? What prayer do I need to have to bring my dreams into my life? Ask yourself these things so that you can manifest quickly. Because if you don't know exactly what you want, you're going to get a lot of the stuff that, it doesn't, you're just going to get a lot of stuff. It's going to be like, oh, I'm grateful for this, but this isn't exactly what I want. So ask yourself, exactly what do you want? And sometimes people are like, I want a new house. Some people are like, I want a new house. And then you wonder, why do you want that new house? You already have this great house, or you have this apartment. Why do you want a house? Some people will want a house for that security, that sense of security, where there's a legacy of family members that will live in there possibly. You know, that's a sense of security. So kind of get to the root of why you want something. Okay, not just I want a nice house, but like, why do you want that nice house? Ask yourself a lot of questions so that you can get down to the root of what you really desire. And ask yourself, why do you want these dreams? What do you feel this dream will do for you? Why do you want to be a multi-million-dollar artist? Why do you want to be a multi-million-dollar artist? Is it because you want to impact the world? Is it because you want to connect with multiple people? Is it because you know that your art has healing energy in it and you want millions of people to have that in their life? Ask yourself, why do you want what you want? And honestly, you got to start with what do you want, and then ask yourself, why do you want it? And once you start to identify that, the universe will be able to connect in a more clear way with you. That's beautiful. So let's go ahead and shuffle a little bit more to see what we get. And let me know in the comment section below how you guys are doing. I miss you guys a lot. And those of you who haven't already, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and comment down below for your girl, okay? So we've got, we've got the surrender to the divine thing that popped out earlier. And then we got ego. The card ego came up. And ego, the card ego is talking about how we really think that we're trapped, that we can't do certain things, which pulls us all the way back full circle to the Page of Pentacles. Feeling like I'm being rewarded, kinda, while I'm in this comfort zone. I'm being rewarded enough. Bills are getting paid, you know. Sometimes bills aren't. But you know you're getting something. You're looking at it. You're literally looking at it. You're like, I'm getting something from it. Maybe it'll keep growing. But then you ask yourself, are you compromising yourself? Are you compromising who you are and putting yourself in a box and limiting your potential because you feel that this place is giving you something? Not a lot, but something. Sometimes enough, maybe. But you're still compromising yourself for it. So if you are in a situation where you feel that you're still longing for more, ask yourself why. Ask yourself why, okay? Ego says, the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. It's time for us to step out of our comfort zone. I really feel like this age of Aquarius is not messing around with us. It's like, guys, get on your paths, okay? Start asking the proper questions so that you can understand who you are. I do think that as a child, a lot of us feel like we have to conform to a certain box, you know? And that box doesn't always, we don't fit in that box. We really don't fit in that box. Nobody fits in the same box their whole life either. So ask yourself, what box do I want to go in now? Or, you know, not even what box, but where do I want to go now? What do I want that to look like? What does fulfillment look like for me? Wow, okay, so King of Spring. Guys, those of you who are watching this video, you're about to be blessed abundantly, okay? Abundantly. It says innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical, okay? It says a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now, okay, healer? Your leadership skills are needed now. You are needed to heal, okay? An unexpected supporter of your cause. So things are moving in the right direction. I think that the divine had me do this video to let us know things are moving in the right direction. You know, you might have felt like the last thing that happened was the straw that broke the camel's back, but you are about to experience a huge, massive breakthrough where the doors are beginning to open for you. I can feel it in my heart. I feel so happy. I feel even a little emotional. I've been very emotional during this book full moon. But I feel this immense change and positivity in your life. Those of you experiencing hardships, the light is shining through that crack of the door right now. You're starting to see a little bit of light, but it's gonna be so major when it just busts wide open. And I see that for all of us. I'm so happy for all of us. I really am. I know that all the hard work that we've put in is really paying off, and I hope that you know that too. And I hope that you protect your energy as well. I hope this video resonated with those of you who watched it. If you'd like to connect with me, you can actually go to my website, LenaMysticOracle.com, where I offer personal intuitive sessions. I offer a tarot, like how to read tarot course for the major arcana. And I do monthly full moon gatherings now. I just started those and I'm really excited because I want us to be more intentional. All of us, me too included, intentional with the magic that God has left us with this eternal divinity that God has left us with. So if you'd like to be a part of that, then go ahead and check out my website, LenaMysticOracle.com. And if you like positive quotes and daily tarot readings and stuff, you can check out my social media, Instagram and Facebook at Lena Mystic Oracle, as well as Pinterest. And then we've got TikTok at Lena Mystic, as well as YouTube at Lena Mystic. I love you guys so much. I hope that you really enjoyed this video, because I did, and I can't wait to rewatch it. And I will see you again. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you in another video.